Hey everyone, it's Big Beefcake, and I'd like to welcome you to the first episode of Saturday Night Horror. Now, for those of you who don't know, I have my own little tradition, which is every Saturday night, I'll turn out all the lights in the house, I'll cook some food, get something to drink, and I'll watch two horror movies. Um, I've done this for years, I enjoy it, it's fun to me. I'd rather do that than go out to a club and get drunk or something like that, so I figured why not make a video series out of it? Why not give you all a sneak peek at my little tradition? I think it'll be fun. I have a lot of fun doing it. So, this is the result. Episode 1, Saturday Night Horror. Now, obviously, since this is the first episode, I'm gonna learn some things as I see how it turns out. I may change the format or how I present it. And if you do have any suggestions, let me know. I'm open to suggestions. Like I said, we'll see how it turns out, man. But I'm real excited about it. It's always been fun for me, and I hope you enjoy it too. I hope you have fun with it. Now, this debut episode, movies we're gonna watch first is Night of the Creeps, and immediately following that will be Triangle. Now, originally, what I had wanted to do is I wanted to record the whole movie and talk to you while it's playing, but due to copyright reasons, I can't do that. They'll probably mute the video, and what will be the point if you can't hear anything? So what I did is I recorded some clips, and speaking of not hearing anything, I know obviously I'm not the only one in the house, so out of consideration for other people, I couldn't turn the TV up real loud to record the audio for the clips. So I'm going to use some video editing and do a voiceover during the movie clips, tell you what's going on and what I thought about it. So, you'll see the clips, but it'll just be a voiceover. You won't hear the actual audio from the movie, and I apologize for that, but, I try to be considerate to other folks. So, it is Saturday morning, 8 a.m., so in about 15 hours, we'll cook some food, get something to drink, and we'll start watching these movies. Like I said, first one will be Night of the Creeps. Make sure I don't drop it. I hate to drop it. This came out in 1986. It stars Tom Atkins and a bunch of teenagers. I really didn't take the time to learn their names. I know that's bad, but hey, what can you do? Basically, in a nutshell, this movie's about a kind of experimental thing done by aliens. They create these slug-like creatures, and they turn out to be extremely dangerous. They can take over your mind and your body. They make you extremely aggressive, homicidal. You just want to kill everything in sight. Now, watching from the intro, I don't know if they threw them off the ship or if they escaped, but they end up landing on Earth. And as you can imagine, they start taking over people's minds and bodies. They enter through your mouth. You get a giant slug going in through your mouth, and then it's pretty much like a symbiotic organism. Like I said, you turn aggressive, real homicidal. And it's up to a bunch of college kids and Tom Atkins, a detective, to put a stop to it. Now, obviously, I'm not going to tell you everything that happens in the movie. I don't want to spoil it for you in case you watch it yourself. Night of the Creeps. That's the first one. I'm going to cut this clip off now. When I come back, it'll be 15 hours later for me, but a few seconds for you. So, enjoy. Alright everyone, this is what we're cooking tonight. This is a Wild Mike's frozen pizza, and I can honestly say Wild Mike's is the best frozen pizza I've ever had, bar none. It tastes great, it fills you up, and you can't go wrong with it at all. So this is what we're having, but we're going to do a little something different here. Usually I put it in by itself, but tonight we'll spice it up a little bit, beefcake style. Let's see what we've got here. Definitely some Italian seasoning. We've got to have Italian seasoning. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh yeah, cilantro. If I can get it out. Oh, there we go. Cilantro leaves, definitely. And let's see. We need something else, man. See what we've got. Oh yeah, oregano leaves. Well, I love oregano leaves. I think that's gonna do it, guys. Italian seasoning, cilantro leaves, and oregano leaves. So here we go. We'll do the Italian seasoning first, and I'm gonna be kind of generous with it here. Oh yeah. That smells great too. Next is cilantro. Well, I wish you guys could smell this right now. Have a little bit more. And finally, the oregano leaves. We'll just put that up there. And is it not coming out? Really? Let's try this again. There we go. Alright guys, I think that's going to do it. Let's go ahead and set this oven for 400 degrees. This takes a little while to preheat, so we'll wait for that to heat up, and when it's done, I'm going to throw that pizza in the oven. Man, I can taste it already. Alright, so the oven is done preheating. We're going to stick this pizza in, man. Look at that beautiful pizza pie. Alright, we'll stick it in the oven here. This is going to be so good when it's done. And we're going to do about 25 minutes. Just to make sure it's cooked all the way through. Alright, so 25 minutes from now, delicious pizza awaits. Alright everyone, the pizza's in the oven, and I've been joined by one of my 4 cats. This is my favorite. Her name is Kitty. That's right, her cat is named Kitty. When we first got her, I couldn't think of a name, so I was just calling her Kitty, and it got to the point where she responded to it, so that's her name, Kitty Cat. Or just Kitty. She usually sits in my lap while I watch these movies. Alright, we're just going... It's the intro or title screen of the movie there. And go ahead and get this started. Turn off the light. Now all the lights in the house are off. Well, this isn't the best quality. I'm recording this from my phone. So, a little bit of glare, I apologize. But this is the intro for Night of the Creeps. Now it's been, like I said, it's been a while since I've seen this, so I'm looking forward to it. TriStar Pictures. Yes, sir. This is gonna be fun, man. I don't know why that's so cool to me right there. And Kitty's decided she's gonna take a nap. I said she usually sleeps in my lap while I watch these movies. Tom Atkins. And no, I can't turn the volume up on the TV real loud to record the audio. No other people in the house sleeping, so I want to be considerate to them and not wake them up. So that's why I'm doing this voiceover. Alright, now here's the aliens I was telling you about. Just watch this, man. This is hilarious. This is so hilariously corny and cheesy. I'm just gonna be quiet now and let you enjoy the cheese. Sorry. I'm sorry. Just look at that, man. I mean, they look pissed off, but they're so corny looking. Like, I kind of feel bad for them. Little butt ass naked little aliens. Now see, that was the container with the slugs, so okay, so they did eject him from the ship. Oh, never mind. They don't want it to get off the ship. Okay, excuse me. But that is the intro for Night of the Creeps.
It's the final countdown.
Alright, the oven is done. Pizza is ready. Look at that beautiful pizza pie, man. Let me get the oven mitt on. Safety first, folks. Oh, I wish you could smell this right now. Look at that pizza, man. I mean, it's got my mouth watering right now. See, it's all sliced up. Get us a plate. Yeah, here we go. I'm not going to be a total hog. I'm going to start with 2. Look at that. That is beautiful. And to drink. Yeah. I got them hidden back here so my brother wouldn't drink any. Nice cold Coca-Cola. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and try a piece of this pizza real quick. Let me tell you something. That is delicious, man. It's a little spicy with those all those seasonings, but it is great. I mean, especially the Italian season, he just really brought it out. I mean, I wish I could share this with you guys. This is delicious. I mean, man. That is some good eating, folks. Trust me. This pizza and this ice cold Coke, hell yes. Alright, so I got some more clips here. That's the original guy that got taken over by the slugs. Now, what they didn't show us is you find out later his head exploded and those slugs came out. Kind of creepy. And there's Tom Atkins. Now this clip here, this guy was dead. He had a slug go into his body and they can reanimate the dead. Another the cop doesn't even look up. Guy's got a pair of scissors sticking in his neck. And we got a janitor here. Oh, sorry about the glare. And there's a guy with the scissors in his neck. And I'm pretty sure it didn't end well for the janitor. This scene was pretty cool right here. I had to record this clip. Check this out. Uh-oh. What's wrong? Ah! Hello. This is near the end of the movie here. This is right before the final battle, if you will. I really wish I could turn the TV up so I can record the audio, but look at that. Then they burn the slugs to make sure they're dead and they can't take over anyone else. Hey, why would you go to the door, man? Oh, what you didn't hear right there, he had one of his corny one-liners. He says, "It's Miller time," and then he shoots the zombie in the forehead. Alright, this is the last clip we have for Night of the Creeps. Nothing. I'm sure you can see, you can tell what he said right there. Yeah, that's all the clips I've got for Night of the Creeps. Alright, everyone, that was Night of the Creeps. And how about that intro with the aliens, man? Was I the only one laughing at that or what? It was, I will give you this, man. It was a lot bloodier and gorier than I remember it to be, so I was pleasantly surprised by that. Wasn't a great film, but it wasn't bad, man. It wasn't bad. Not bad at all. I said it was a classic 80s horror. It was a fun film. It was, is this something I'd watch a whole lot? Probably not. Maybe once a year, if I do it that many times. But, I mean, I really can't complain about it. So, I mean, zombies, blood, gore, evil slugs. What's not to like? But yeah, Night of the the only thing I really didn't care for in this movie were Tom Atkins' corny one-liners. Man, they just got to be too much after a while, and I found myself hoping and wishing that his character would die. Now I'm not gonna spoil the movie for you, tell you what happens in the movie, but in case you want to watch it yourself. But yeah, it was a fun movie, man. It's recommended. I give it a thumbs up. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I forgot to record an intro for Triangle, so I'm going to do that now along with the review later on. The second movie we watched was Triangle. This movie I'd seen years ago. I remembered a little bit of it. I remembered it was really good, and it was. After watching it again, it was excellent. So this movie is basically about a group of friends. They decide to go sailing. Now they run into a storm, and their boat gets capsized. Their sailboat gets capsized. So it's upside down in the water. They're all on top of it. And a cruise ship appears out of nowhere. So they start screaming and hollering for help. The cruise ship picks them up. Now once they get on board this cruise ship, there's no one on board at all. It's just them. And they're walking around trying to find the crew, and these weird things start to happen. And someone says, I see somebody. Well, it turns out there's someone on board, and they've got a hood over their head, and they're killing off the people that just got rescued one at a time. Now this movie is kind of freaky, man. It's like it screws with your mind, but in a good way, of course. It's basically the main girl, Jess. She encounters the killer, and the killer starts talking to her, says, you can't let them board the ship, you have to kill them. If they get on board, you have to kill them. And the killer's voice is the same as Jess's. And so, anyway, I'm going to spoil a little bit of the movie here. She throws the killer overboard, and she's kind of out of it. Then she hears screaming and hollering for help. Now she goes over to the edge of the ship, looks out in the ocean, and sees herself and her friends standing on top of the upside-down sailboat calling for help like they did earlier. Like she's actually seen herself and her friends in the ocean, and they all get on board the ship, and you're like, what is going on? And basically all these events start unfolding, and once you find out what's really going on, it blows your mind again. If your mind wasn't blown before then, it will be when you find out what's really going on. So let's go ahead and get into some clips from this movie. I took a few, so enjoy them. Alright, so here's some clips from Triangle. This is a really good movie, man. If you like movies that mess with your mind, keep you guessing, this is the one for you. It's really good, suspenseful, intelligent. It's a fun film, man. It's an excellent movie, so we're going to get right into it. This clip here is, they first see the storm that's about to hit them. Now, I don't know about you, if I see that, I'm turning around, I'm trying to get the hell out of there. But then, of course, I'm scared to death of the ocean, so I wouldn't be on the ocean to begin with. I like how they're just standing there. Yeah, see how it cleared out all of a sudden? Hey man, weird things are about to happen. Okay, now this is the storm came back and they're actually in the middle of it now. And there they go. Mm. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I think I paused my phone or something. Yeah, I think my phone was acting screwy. Yeah, I didn't realize my phone was screwing up, so sorry about that, guys. Yeah, so she wanted to check on him, and he just came in and started choking her out for no reason. Now, later on in the movie, you'll find out why, and it blows your mind. You'll find out why he did that and why she's so surprised. And you'll find out how he got that hole in his head right there. Man, my phone's really screwing up. This is not good for the debut episode. Wow. So apparently they're just gonna lay down, and look at each other. Then she's gonna move really fast. Yeah, I apologize, guys. I didn't realize my phone was screwing up while I was recording it. But you know what? We're gonna keep this up here anyway. Now there's a dead guy in there. She's saying that before he died, he claimed that the blonde-haired girl Jess shot him, and she's saying, "What are you talking about? I was just in the other room." Yep, weird things, man. All right, and this is after she threw the killer overboard, I believe. Then she hears the screaming and hollering for help, and she's looking out into the ocean, and she sees herself and her friends on their sailboat calling for help, just like they did earlier. Mind blown. Yep. Now, keep in mind, they've all died. And as soon as everyone dies, this whole loop that she's seeing right now is like a continuous time loop. It just starts over again every time they all die. And I don't want to ruin it for you. You're just going to have to watch and find out, but it is awesome. Alright, everyone, that was Triangle. Like I said, this movie screws with your mind, but in a good way. It's I honestly can't say anything bad about this movie. I try to be objective and say, well, there's got to be something. There's not. This is an excellent movie, highly recommended. I can give it a 10 out of 10, 5 out of 5, whatever the case may be. This is an excellent, excellent movie. And just to come up with the idea, the whole idea behind it is just so creative, and it's just awesome, man. If you like those mind screw movies that screw with your mind, this is definitely one of them. And it's not one of those movies where the killer goes on a rampage just because. I mean, there's actually a purpose to it, a point to it, and once you find out what's really going on, man. So this is an excellent movie. I can't say anything bad about it. I would definitely watch this multiple times without hesitation. So this is definitely highly recommended. If you haven't seen it, please check it out. You'll be doing yourself a favor, and you're welcome. So, with that being said, that concludes episode 1 of Saturday Night Horror. This is very fun for me to do. I enjoy giving you a little sneak peek of my Saturday night tradition. I hope you enjoyed it as well. And like I said, this is the first episode, so I'm kind of learning on, how I want to do the format. I may change it up next week. I may not. I'm going to try. I want to cook something else next week. I've got a bunch of Wild Mike's pizzas in the freezer, but we're going to do something else next week. I'm going to do a. What I like to do is get my camcorder set up on the tripod and actually film myself cooking. We'll do a trial run, see how it turns out. That's really what I want to do. But like I said, if you have any suggestions about the format or movies you'd like to see up here, let me know, man. I'm open to suggestions. It's all about having fun here. And speaking of fun, next week, episode 2 of Saturday Night Horror. 28 days later and 28 weeks later. I haven't seen these in a few years. So it'll be fun to go back and watch them. I remember I really enjoyed them. So definitely looking forward to doing this Saturday night. Don't know what I'm going to cook yet. It'll be something besides pizza, so should be fun, man. I hope you'll join me next week. And once again, like I said, I just had a lot of fun with this, man. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. I enjoy bringing it to you. Format may change. I might add some things, do a little different presentation. Like I said, this is the first episode. We'll learn from it. So yeah, with that being said, I hope you all enjoyed Saturday Night Horror, and I hope you join me next week. Take care, guys.